Hello, this is Randy Rolfe, and I'm an independent consultant with Nikken, and this is a half-hour program to share with you about Nikken. And I've been involved for over 20 years, and it was a great discovery. I'd been studying nutrition and natural health for 20 years previously, and I'd been a lawyer and a family counselor, and I left law to be focused more on preventing problems so that people don't have to go to lawyers when they're in trouble. And so I became a nutritionist and a family counselor for 20 years, and I was looking for another way to reach more people with the message of health and happiness. And that's when Nikken came into my life, and it is extraordinary. I couldn't have imagined anything as fine as Nikken. So I'm going to share a quick PowerPoint here. And let me see, where is that? Just a moment, it's not up.
While Randy's pulling that up to leverage our time.
Yes, welcome.
I'll introduce myself. So I'm Madeline Zaworski from Lorain, Ohio. And Randy and I are the same age, same vintage, and we've been collaborative entrepreneurs and good friends for probably 15 or 20 years, somewhere in there. A few years back in the history of Nikken, there was a group called the Integrative Health Forum, and that's where we met because of her nutrition and my nursing background. So I have a master's in nursing and enjoyed an exciting career in healthcare, and the door opened for Nikken. So if you're ready to share, Randy, do you have it pulled up and ready to go?
Almost, another couple seconds.
Okay, well then I'll just continue. So we're excited. I have 21 years, and Randy, I think you have 22 years already with Nikken, correct?
In August, yes.
Yes, so together we have a lot of years in Nikken and a lot of years in balance, living a life in balance of the 5 pillars of health. And so today we're going to share some of that enthusiasm with our vision of what's happening with our new president and where we are with doing these kinds of presentations. And we're excited to have who we have on with us today. There are several other nurses who have been active in Nikken, and I didn't see who on several new people. So, okay, now are you ready? There we go.
Yes, finally. So sorry, we were talking before and I didn't line this up properly.
That's okay. It gave an opportunity for an introduction at the beginning.
Yes, I'm so pleased, and welcome to Madeline. We've known each other through Nikken and great friends and collaborators. So Nikken is a whole new way, we call it a better way, to a health and a life and balance. And it's all about people, planet, and profit. And we address all 3 of these areas with our business and our wellness approach. And it's a choice. We invite you to make a choice to see how Nikken might fit into your life. And it's okay if it doesn't, but we really recommend you take a hard look because everybody really needs what Nikken offers. It's all about active wellness and collaborative entrepreneurship. And I'm going to go through the entrepreneurship part first, and then we'll talk more about the amazing wellness technologies it's based on. Nikken's philosophy is about the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And that is a wonderful definition of success. And it's balance in all 5 pillars of health: healthy mind, healthy body, healthy family, healthy society, and healthy finances. And I related to that immediately because that's why I left the practice of law. You spend so much time helping corporations fight each other, have no time for family, make lots of money if you stay as a partner, but you're working 80 hours a week. And I saw partners' health failing, families falling apart, and it was not a lifestyle I wanted. So when I found Nikken and saw how powerful that model was of the 5 pillars of health, and it was based on daily choices and habits that have a compounding effect for all areas of life. They have results in income, health, relationships, happiness, and success. And it's those small choices every day, consistently over time, that make a radical difference. So what do we do each day to build a healthy, happy life? The biggest stress today is finances. And when I was doing active family counseling, it was very clear. And I had been an employee as a lawyer, and then I was self-employed as a family counselor. But in both cases, time equals money. I could only charge so much for my family counseling because finances were a major stress in families. And this is a diagram of the 4 quadrants of cash flow, where how people make their living. And the 2 on the left are where there's no leverage. Your time is where your money comes from. And 95% of our population are limited by that time factor, and they only control 5% of the wealth. Meanwhile, on the right side, the other 2 quadrants, 95% of the wealth is controlled by just 5% of the population, who are business owners or investors. The problem with getting from one side to the other is, in traditional business, you need a huge amount of money to buy a franchise like McDonald's, or to put your money to work for you, like investor Warren Buffett. And so if you own a business, or you're using your money to earn money, you're able to leverage the efforts of others and leverage your money. But how do you get there? Well, the gig economy today is making all the difference. And that's the new emerging economy where independent workers have on-demand availability for temporary or part-time engagements. And the millennials are leading the way, but all ages are moving to the gig economy, as been shown by the growth of Uber and also the growth of online business with Amazon. And the benefits are that it costs very little to enter. It's very cost efficient. You can work from home on your own time, so there's work-life balance and increased mobility. And so we think Nikken is really the perfect gig because it's very low cost of entry, unlike traditional franchises, and easily integrates into your life because you can do the whole thing from home. I'm in one of the bedrooms in our second story of our home, and there's amazing leadership development and a turnkey entrepreneurial system that has been shown to work over the last 43 years. So what do we do as Nikken entrepreneurs? We're leveraging the efforts of others. We utilize the gig economy to introduce others to the potential of helping others and earning money. And you get paid for what you're producing, not by your hours spent or by what your employer thinks you're worth, but just by how many people you're helping, which is phenomenal. So what do we do as Nikken entrepreneurs? You join Nikken, get your products, share and promote them, invite people to be your customers or partners, and Nikken does all the heavy lifting, the inventory, the research, the warehousing, the operations, the accounting, and then Nikken gives us the most generous compensation plan on the market today. And our products, our technology is based on creating a wellness home, and it's really a cash flow engine. You get what you need for your initial startup, and we have monthly consumables, so there's an ongoing income there. We can upgrade to help our families and our friends, and there's always additional users, especially if we decide to make a business of it. And then Nikken's constantly doing top-level research around the world to bring in more natural technologies to support our health. And it's a purpose-driven model. And this is our circle of influence. It's like a little flower. The 5 pictures above where the hands holding the wellness homes are 5 or more top customers who are building their wellness home. And we're in the center with our wellness home ourselves. And then we have 3 or more consultants who are working with us as partners to build their wellness homes and their organization based on their core circle of influence. And so we teach 3 to reach 3, and we build an organization through what we call ABCs, which is the collaboration part. We have a mentor who we use to introduce our potential customers and consultants. And then we switch roles as we become more experienced and help each other. So the support system is unbelievable. You never see this in a law firm or a corporation. Everybody helps everybody because we all win. We have 7 billion potential customers here, and we're in 20 countries, and we all help each other. And I love this, getting back to nature. This one seed in an apple can be responsible for millions of apple trees and apples if it's nurtured and in the right place. And we have people in Nikken who have been responsible for impacting hundreds of thousands and even millions of lives. And this is what I call the cone of possibility, how the business works. If you're at the top with your business, you have your 3 leaders who have 3 leaders, and each of them has 5 customers. So that's 45 customers building their wellness homes. That puts you already at the leadership level where you're making at least $500 a month. And as your organization grows, so does your income and the people you're impacting and the health of the planet. And we have lots of Royal Diamonds who have made 40,000 in a month. We're talking monthly, not yearly. It's a truly amazing, unlimited opportunity. And Nikken has a wonderful compensation plan, which you can look into in more detail later. So now we're going to talk about the active wellness part, and I'm going to invite my co-host, Hattie Jane Daracourt, who's also a former nurse, to share about what the health status is currently that Nikken is addressing. So welcome, Hattie Jane. Unmute yourself, please.
Hi, thank you very much, Randy. Thank you for allowing me to join you. As you see on the screen and the slide that we present, is have stress, sleep, outdoor and indoor air quality, and water. And one of the most wonderful things about Nikken is they take technology of health and wellness, addressing our energy. Well, I don't know what the right way to say it is. I can do better, I feel better, and I'm stronger. Therefore, the stress that is normal in life, or the additional stress that I run into and my family runs into, I am able to handle better and not have it cost my immune system and my general health severely. The sleep I'm able to get with the product allows me a deep restorative sleep when my natural we all have natural things that help us heal and help us recover. And when we get the deep sleep that is required for those things to come out and play, they actually can help our tissues repair and enhance. And the air, again, you don't breathe, you really have a problem. And if your body is sensitive to certain elements, well, it may be a little bit congested, or it may be very severely congested. And we have things that are not only outdoors, but indoors is where we live. And for some people, it's more difficult than others, but for all people, the air is important because we do have to breathe, and the water we do have to drink. And as we're watching the news nowadays, we're becoming more aware of how the water delivery system is changing, and how sometimes it's severely impacted, so that when you're drinking it, that your health is at risk, not from the terrible infectious diseases that killed off so many of the population, but other subtle things which really can affect the quality and the ongoing health of you and your family. And so Nikken looked at the whole variety of things and found the very best, I think. And it's been borne up with what we like. The health trends here speak directly to the fact that things are changing over time, and our children, as we're raising them, they're having issues that are popping up with their health and their wellness and their growth. and their ability to learn and ability to think. And you need to pause this thing as this is recorded and take a really look at what it's saying about our health trends, because this is the first time in nature that our health of our children is really terribly poor. And now what's the answer? Well, we really have recognized personally that if we take responsibility for being part of our health care, not depending on the doctor or not depending on what others tell us we're supposed to feel like or do, and taking the best advice that we feel as we investigate, and taking responsibility for taking care of ourselves. Well, the little mantra of being healthy by choice, not by chance, fulfills the mantra of the company, which was humans being more. And we take responsibility for ourselves. And the product line that Nikken offers is just absolutely incredible, because you don't have to understand how it works, and you use it, and if it makes your health better, then you can keep using it. And if you think it's absolutely not for you, well, go find something else, but take care of your health. And we do it through the wellness home concept, because where you live, where you sleep, where you drink, where you raise your family, that's your sanctuary. And that's where all these different products can just live, just like in a greenhouse. The right kind of light is allowed in, the right kind of moisture, the right kind of nutrients, the right protection from the elements, so that plants can grow as their different needs are, whether they're a very dry plant or a very wet plant. So, but they can be organized for individual. And so therefore the nutrition that they've chosen for human beings is organic, is easy, and most important, each teaspoon, our pill, our tablet, our small drink has exactly what it says it's going to have throughout the entire product consumption, which allows you to really adjust for your needs. And did I mention organic? Did I mention Whole Foods? It's there. The next pack has to do with the individual products in which we can use for our own individual problems, and to continue supporting our bodies throughout the day when we're up and active and living life. The water system you can see there's the countertop, which you can cook with because you can get that much stuff out of it. There's the little bottle you take with you and fill as you go if you're off and out and about too much, like a couple of days, and so you can take it from the tap where you are, but it'd be as clean as what you are taking out of the bigger container. And the little thing to the right is a water system for your shower. You actually don't have to bathe and breathe the water vapor that is available to us, thank goodness, but it's even cleaner and healthier for us. And our skin absorbs it, our lungs absorb it, and therefore our bodies are supported. And the last one is the sleep system, which is the pillow and the comforters, and just encase yourself in a environment in which your body just puddles right on in down, and deep sleep is yours for your health. And the packs are so created so we want in a compact form, but it's also, the company has been very wonderful and has decreased the price for the total pack so that you can buy it in the pack and therefore be economical in buying your individual purchases. Or you can go ahead and get each thing individually if you like. When I started out, I had to do that until I could afford the more complete abstinence. I did bits and pieces. I recommend going and getting the whole stuff and putting your body in the best health situation that it can grow in. And that, as you can see better, these are the individual items. Those little things that look like shoes where the insoles are, then that's the very first product that the company started with 43 years ago. And something that keeps working and keeps evolving for 43 years is not a fad, nor is it a joke. It really helps your body do perform to the healthiest standard that it compared to not doing that. Here's a closer view of our particular nutritionals. The vital balance is what helped me restore my capacity to have a memory, despite what I sound like right now. But now I can work on passwords and actually open up these marvelous new things. Because computers weren't around when I was growing up. And the green little bottle is a fantastic product in which a gentleman who had suffered very debilitating chemical destruction helped rebuild his personal health system, and that's the formulary that we do, and we have found it extremely helpful. And the Super Siaga is again a super formulation, but it focuses on the antioxidant aspect and the fruit element, but the fruit that is healthy for you and without the added sugar that we have so much on our shelves. Thank you. And I think that covers us. So check us out as a customer, and you think it's kind of strange, but think might be something here. Try something for yourself and see if that works for you. Or buy the whole thing and have the home right away as a customer. Or become an entrepreneur, and as your friends enjoy it so much and so forth, let them purchase also from you and bring the money and see that it works. And see how well a company shares their wealth of moving their products, because that's their business. Thank you very much. And so come join us in an active wellness and living a life in balance. Thank you, Randy.
Thank you, Hattie Jane. Appreciate that. Let's see, I'm trying to get rid of this.
Well, I'd like to personally compliment Hattie Jane. I think that was excellent. Very well done, in compliance with the way that we're supposed to share Nikken Wellness, so that we can grow large organizations primarily by helping people in these 5 pillars of health. And I just have about 5 minutes left. And what I'd like to do is to connect a few dots and speak to a few of the slides, a few of the concepts addressed. Mentioned earlier the tenure that we all have, the 3 of us that just spoke, have 150 years of experience in our other careers, and more than 60 years with Nikken collectively. So there's a real challenge. One of the, well, let me first start here. Hattie Jane spoke to the 5 pillars of health. And this is an earlier version of the newer model, the green slide that was shared, that called to me. I didn't choose to leave my corporate vice president role like Andy did with her law practice. I was forced out with the downsizing and was crushed about that. So when we talk about collaborative entrepreneurship like we have here, all the people that are watching that are from different business units that help one another, that became healthcare, sick care became a very competitive role. And so with the merger of 2 hospitals, 1 corporate vice president of nursing was needed. I was forced to look at this, and for 2 years, a colleague of mine with a major health improvement kept calling me. Finally, I met her and could not believe her health improvement. So I bought a pair of those insoles as a retail customer. By the time I got home, I was feeling better, and the rest is history. When I met with her to find out, I took a bag of tapes, old tapes, audio tapes, cassettes, and VHSs that she had sent to me over a 2-year period, and I never looked at or listened to. And I re-listened to them, met with her, and when she opened up a flyer, a marketing flyer that had this on the front, I just knew, I resonated with, and what our new president, Luis Casuda, shared with me just recently is that our company's mission, purpose, and vision is to help people live a life in balance in these 5 pillars of health. Humans being more, which Hattie Jane referenced so well, as did Randy, and the 5 pillars of health is our mission and purpose. The vehicle, Randy spoke with the slides on leveraging and compounding. The vehicle of leveraging and compounding that we have available to us is network marketing. It's a distribution system. Many refer to it as an industry. I also have an MBA, and what I learned in my MBA program is it's a distribution system, just like the mail and the internet are different distribution systems than going to a mall and shopping there for being able to purchase products. This is an amazing distribution system. One of our top Royal Diamonds, Botana, says, fall in love with network marketing. Learn everything that you can about it. I mentioned the nurse that introduced me. I just went, and I had a big vision when I started. In the first month, there was a trip incentive to Japan, and I wanted to win it. And my why at that period of time was not only had I lost my corporate position, but there was also stress in my marriage. And my focus and my why was winning that trip, have Dan travel with me, and feeling that a healthy family business would help put our life back in balance. Well, I won the trip, and here I am 21 years later. Didn't save the marriage, but this personal requiring, for me, not requiring, seeing a vision of living a life in balance has kept me with Nikken, as many of the others who are on here today, because of the health benefits that I've seen, because of this group of collaborative personal friends. Barbara Satterwhite is on here. She's another colleague of ours, a nurse as well, from Richmond, Virginia, similar tenure with Nikken and in nursing. And she talks about relationshiping and friendshipping, and this is what we have. Mr. Kasuga also shared that vision and mission comes from corporate and from Nikken, and that a circle surrounding that is community, to commune, to share, to be in healthy family relationships. So the beauty and what I've always loved about Randy and I in tandem is her family therapy background and my nursing background. We've resonated. But one thing I want to say here is you have people like us that are attracted to this company, but oftentimes all that we know has really gotten has interfered a bit. We've allowed it to interfere a little bit in our success because we always go back to that wealth of knowledge that we have. What Hattie Jane just presented is the beautiful simplicity that anybody can present. Do we need water? We do. Do we have a problem with water? Yes. Do you want to drink the best oxygenated, mineralized, purest, filtered water that's going to make you feel better from the inside out? We do. And what's the best way to find out? Invest in it. And now we have packs that are discounted, and if one chooses to become a member and share, that's the beginning process of becoming a partner, a consultant, which means to consult for others. Then you get not only a 10% discount, but free shipping in the first month, and all of your customers that you bring on can also get free shipping in the first month. And so we have so many new perks. So the challenge, my time is up, the challenge for those of you who are listening today, those of us that have been around, challenge for each one of us, me included, is that the next time we have one of these, we need to have ourselves here, plus guests. Barb Satterwhite has a new person who's in process, a new partner of hers. And rather than me talk, Barb, I wonder if you just might have Jody come on, and maybe Jody could share just what it is meant to meet you, to do that ABC that Randy taught about, and to be on an event like this. Could we just end it with that, and then we won't keep anybody longer than we need to. I'll mute myself.
Well, thanks, Madeline.
Thank you so much, Madeline. I appreciate it. And Jody, if you feel like extemporaneously joining us for a moment, that would be lovely. You need to. Yeah.
Yes, I wasn't planning on talking, but thank you for recognizing me. I'm so happy to be part of this organization. I'm just beginning to learn, and Barbara's a great teacher and mentor. I have several customers already in the first few weeks, and a couple of potentials that I'm really excited about that I have meetings with, and Barbara's going to join me and help me along that process. So, but thank you so much for recognizing me, and I hope to be one of those people that say, "Oh, this is my success. This is my success in the future." So, stand by.
Thanks, Jody. That's awesome. It's an amazing lifestyle. It really is a whole new lifestyle to be spending your time helping people and getting rewarded for the value you're putting into the world for the planet, people, and then you profit by that. It's like a spiritual program. You get rewarded for doing good. And I just think it's truly amazing. And what I found with family counseling is that sleep and being hydrated and being well nourished and being with people that are upbeat is the key to a happy family. And so that's why I'm in Nikken. The products are they're patented, they're completely top of the line. You don't find butter products in any of these different arenas. And to have the whole package, to have a one-stop shop for wellness is unique, literally. So thank you for joining us today. And Madeline, thank you so much for your contributions. And Hattie Jane, always a pleasure. And Jody for jumping in. And thank you all for joining us today. So I'm going to end our recording now.